Hey cyber people, good to see you again and welcome to my first video of 2010. And damn, it's almost the end of January, but I got late into the game this year because, well, since the beginning of December I have had crisis after crisis after crisis. It has been crazy. I have spent most of my time just locked up in my house trying to fix up and, you know, basically deal with everyday life. I have been in pain, in agony for the past month. So I am just so happy to be back, because basically that means that I'm on the better side of the pain right now. I can control it now. Not control it, but I'm not feeling so bad as I was before. I'm still got a little bit of pain in my knees. For those of you who've watched some of my videos from before, you'd know that I was having problems with my knees and I was complaining of being in pain for a month. Well, it's now actually 2.5 months by now. And it's nice to know that I can not only smile through the pain, I can actually laugh through it as well. Anyway, what I actually came online to do, what I came on to do on this video was to inform you that although I'm supposed to be writing the sequel to my book at the moment, the sequel to The Mouth of Babes, I have taken a little bit of time out because I wanted to do another little project on the side, you know, and that project was to do something like a kind of sickle cell handbook, where I was hoping that I can have the collaboration of other people that have sickle cell worldwide, where you can maybe offer tips and advice for how you cope with having a crisis, or how you would maybe encourage other people to be able to know a little bit more. So basically I wanted to do a kind of each one teach one kind of handbook, whereby we can learn from each other, because we all have different things that work for us, and sickle cell is so wide and varied and affects us in so many different ways. So whereas my localized area of pain is in my lower back, for example, other people might have problem with their knees on a regular basis. And different people cope with different ways. There are some of us who are just totally 100% natural and we don't want to take pain relief. More power to you. I do it like that sometimes, but hey, the last month I have been having to just pop them here and there. You know, I feel like I've been rattling all over the place because I've had to just succumb to it just to keep myself out of hospital. There are others who would maybe use techniques that include everything from medication to meditation to heat pads, those heat, deep heat type of medication stuff. So many varied ways of handling things. It might just be that you might have a tip in general, like for example, if any of you have seen my sickle cell on the go, where I was saying, you know, things that you might want to keep handy when you go out on the street, so that you're always ready, you know, not ready, but you know, you can handle yourself should a crisis kind of come up. So I am hoping for people to help me out with this, and basically the whole book is going to eventually be compiled together in the form of an ebook, which will be freely downloadable, because I know how it is. Some people just want to just hate and like, well, what are you getting out of this? What I'm getting out of this is that we all get something out of this, okay? If this is something that is obviously close to me because I have sickle cell myself, but also I see a lot of other people that are suffering in ways as well. And what I find myself doing is, if I do end up in hospital, that is the time when I have most contact with other people that have sickle cell. I do have people in my family, yes, that have sickle cell that are close to me, but you know, I really get to talking to others when I'm in hospital myself and discussing about the ways that we deal with pain. And sometimes it might be as simple as having somebody else to confide in. It might be as simple as, you know, for example, I have a good friend, I think her name online is, if I can remember correctly, is Zayday Play. I believe she got so many different names when it comes to being online, so I think it's Zayday Play. I'm going to post a link to her YouTube account so you can see who I'm talking about. And she's like my soul sister, and every once in a while I have to kind of just call her up and bend her ear and just say, look, you know, I'm in pain right now, I just need something else to focus on. Can we just have a little bit of a chat, you know, give me 2 jokes and everything, and let me just ride through this. And sometimes that's how I get through the pain, just by giving somebody a call and just saying, hey, what's up? So different things work for different people, and I want to basically compile a list of kind of tips for how we cope. You know, some of the things you might have seen on my videos that I've actually mentioned, you know, it might be ways that you take your medication. So for example, I have got a system now for myself that I take my medication, which is not exactly according to the way I have been recommended to do so by doctors, but it has helped me to deal with the pain so much better. And that's simply for being able to take the things that counteract side effects sooner rather than later. So for example, I've usually been shown to take them, you know, like for example having to take Senna, because morphine based drugs do add up to you getting constipated. Not a nice thing to start talking about online, but hey, I'm being real here. And so I have to take Senna to obviously get to a place where I can, you know, relieve myself without, I'm trying to find a really nice way of saying this, but where I can just soften my stool so I can actually not be so constipated, not feel so bloated, and get all those drugs out of my system again and so on. And usually I've been given the Senna when I'm in hospital, say for example, I'm given it when the problem occurs. Whereas for myself now, I've realized if I take it at the same time as me taking my medication, it's less likely to occur in the first place, and therefore I have a lot less stress and I heal a lot quicker. So that is just one of my tips, for example. Now, all of you out there might have so many other things that you can contribute. And like I said, it might just be something small in regards to things that you might pack when you're on your way out for the day. It might be something like certain types of clothes that you think do well for you. Whatever you can think of, I am happy to know about it. And as long as I don't get too many repeats of the same thing, I will be including all the submissions that are sent to me, and that would be on my Gmail account. That is 9formation@gmail.com. I will put that up on the screen so you can see it down there below. And I would appreciate if you can include your name, your location, whether you're male or female, your age, if you have a web page that you would like people to be directed to, I can incorporate links into the ebook. So that would be absolutely wonderful if you would like me to promote you in a certain way and so on, you know, so that people know that, hey, that's my bud over there with sickle cell, that's my fam over there that I would like to support. Well, you know, hey, if you got a hustle on, then yes, I will be happy to incorporate a link, singular, okay? So be careful with what you actually submit to me. And it might just be your YouTube channel. All good, I don't really mind. But yeah, if you've got any information that you would like to share with other people and help towards this collaborative project, I would really, really, really appreciate it. Now, if there is a high demand, I will put the book out in physical form and make it available for sale at cost price. Okay, it's already going to be a hell of a lot of hard work I'm going to be putting into this, and I'm going to be doing it at cost price. So no, I am not making any money of this, because I know some people want to start hating on a hustle and whatever. I'm not trying to hustle in this. I'm trying to each one teach one, and let us all have something that we can refer to. Because for myself, what I've found is when I'm in the midst of pain, something that happens is that for some reason I go totally blank. Like, what the hell can I do to stop this pain? Yes, I know about the pain relief, but there's many other things I could do to make myself feel a lot more comfortable, or even encourage, you know, more rapid healing after the pain is finished. There's different things that I go through, a lot of different natural methods that I use that I'm sure many other people might not have given consideration to. Also, along my travels of having sickle cell and meeting other people with sickle cell, I've come to realize there are many people who don't even know how to treat it at all, because they've just been told they have sickle cell and that's it. That's all they know. So they don't realize that there are actually preventative measures that could be used to, you know, reduce the occurrence of painful crisis or reduce the intensity of painful crisis.